Check 1 2 3. Check 1 2 3. Okay, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and all those in between. Welcome back to Spartan 923 Gaming. I'm your host, Spartan 93, aka Firehawk Fedjo 50, aka Lucas, and we are back on the build table with the Raven Raptor, continuing our build here. So, probably gonna get the main body done, and we'll probably be doing the weapon next time. Depends on how quickly we get the legs done. If we get the legs done soon enough, we'll jump right into the thing and get that taken care of. So we'll see how fast the legs go. So, but yeah, so yeah, we're getting close to the end on this, and if things go right, we'll either be starting next time with this or with the Iguan. So we'll see. Ad's about to start. Hold on. All right. So let's just get on into it here. Schedule-wise, Tuesday we will either be in Hydroneer or Gizmos and Gadgets. One of those two, because mental reset. Does not mean Hollow Knight's off the table. Just means I'm taking a break and I need to look after my own mental health. And as much as I love playing Hollow Knight, it is a very stressful game, and I just need to step back for a little bit. I'm sure people are like, oh, it's not stressful at all, you're just an idiot. I'm like, okay, fine, call me an idiot if you want. I really do not care, but anywho. Then Thursday will be the 99th and 100th episode of our GTA 5 playlist, and will be the Art Heist DLC's premiere. So we're super excited about this, guys. Super excited about it. So definitely looking forward to it. Then next Saturday, we will be back on the build table with possibly wrapping this up and possibly starting a new build of the Iguan. And also, for all you guys wondering, I spent my birthday cash and I was able to get 2 new models. They will be arriving this month. I believe one this week and one next week, and you will see them as they arrive. I am really stoked about it. They are 2 that I wanted to add to my collection for a while. One is one that I said, you know what, I've never built it, I'll build it. And the other one is, I've always wanted to build it, and I've always wanted to have one. And I had one back when they were motorized, and it was awesome. So, super excited about it. Yeah. We are currently 164 followers. That is 6 away from our 170 follower goal. So yes, definitely tell your friends, family, acquaintances. Drop us a follow. Doesn't hurt anything. Doesn't commit you to anything, except you may get an alert from us, but that's it. Check us out and just help get our numbers up, so we're recommending and suggest to the people who would like our content. Other than that, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, ring the bell over our YouTube, Spartan93 at YouTube. So greatly appreciate that as well. And don't forget to join our Discord, Spartan93 Gaming on Discord. Talk to the stream team, hang out with hang out with the stream team, talk to the stream team, ask questions of us, suggest games, and just otherwise shoot the shit with us. We enjoy you guys for when you guys are active with us. We enjoy your company. We enjoy having fun with you. It's a blast. So please feel free to get in touch with us, and we're usually pretty active on there. So just let us know. And if you want to help out the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because subscribing not only gets rid of those pesky ads that I've already blocked once, but it also helps us out with server fees, maintenance fees, groceries, model kits, and diapers for little baby Bray. So, who's a big boy now, has his brand new big boy bed, and he is going to be using that tonight. So it's really exciting. Other than that, I don't have much else to say. So we're going to get the camera tilted and get back to the build. Build cam. And if you want to check out people that are better than me, Jeremy Dooley is on. 20,000 Face Cosplay RPG, TTRPG is on. And Mandalore Shadow is on. So feel free to check them out. If you don't want to sit around and watch me build, they're better. And no, I am not afraid of Clover tonight because she is not watching. So. So why are we doing a similar variant one? Because it's different in a way. It's not like the normal Rev Rap. I mean, most of the build is the normal Rev Raptor, but with the pile bunker on it. And I mean, there is and the reason I'm not doing the red Alrighty. Oh, hello. What's up? Okay, sure. Okay, just make sure to check the camera every once in a while, make sure. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Enjoy your new desk. Oh yeah, Rio also got a new desk today. New old desk. Used to be in Bray's room, but she's been wanting a place that's kind of hers, and to kind of not have to be in bed all the time when she's playing her computer, playing on her computer. So we took the desk out of his room and put it in our room, and it is now her little station. And she's really happy with it. that's the wrong one. That's totally wrong part. I am sorry. C14. see. What models am I getting? Can I give any hints? Okay, I'll give hints. One has been in both New Century and Chaotic Century. And let's see, the other one I would say is an evolved form of a main character Zoid, but it's not a Liger. Oh wait, that may have just given it away. there are particular people you look for with artist stuff. Kinda. I mean, there are people I'd love to have art done by, but I know I could never afford them because they've hyped up. So for when I first started watching them, I think one of my favorite artists I started watching back in like 2006, and they started their career. Well, they started posting stuff in 2003, um, and they've grown so popular now that I don't think that I would be able to afford their prices. Because of how well known they are. It's kind of, when it comes to artists, depending on the artist, and it's valid, um, it comes down to skill, time, amount, and sometimes name. I know that several artists that I do enjoy following their art and their work. Uh, they have some pretty big freaking names, and I believe me, if I could afford their stuff, I would say, hey, absolutely, could we have this done? But we're talking about stuff that could be in the hundreds, 200s, and some people say that if you can't see yourself paying that much for a piece of art that someone's gonna put hours of time into, then don't even consider it. So, which is a bit harsh in my opinion, but I get it. Because they say you should never try to negotiate a price with someone who's earned the level of pricing that they have. And I mean, I don't even do that with people that are my friends. I do know that my armor guy who makes my armor, he doesn't charge me anything for the armor work, but he makes up for it in like calling on me for things. So if he needs an extra body and I am available, I am usually the person going, yep, I can do that. So he gets his 7 pounds of flesh out of me, for sure. And some artists are like that. Some artists aren't, and they're very proud of their work, and they have every right to be proud of their work. And the thing is that I'm not angry at the artist for the pricing. I'm just more at myself. I'm like, why can't I do better so I can afford to do things I want to do? And I'm kind of with one of my side gigs of mowing lawns. It gives me a little bit of extra income that I can not tap into the shared funds. And it's not like I'm making a ton of money on the side, but if I like a few lawns down the road, I could have about $200-300, and then I could be like, okay, I could put in a commission if this person's taking commissions, and say, this is what I have, can we work something out? And then we go from there. So Hmm. Oh, I have a viewer. Hello, viewer. Somehow my research computer is just turned off. How is the third part of your story going? It hasn't started yet. I'm getting to it. I'm doing a bit of R&D at the moment on how uh, to describe a few things. I do have a bunch of information on the Liger Zero printed out so that I can, because a lot of people, well, several people have been telling me I want more information on the thing because not everyone has watched Zoids. So uh, I can't expect people to like know this stuff. So I have gone back on a few on both parts and added minor detail to some of the Zoids. But I haven't really, since the Liger Zero, from what one of my editors told me, is because the Liger Zero is a main character, so to speak, we probably need to address what it is, a little bit background on it, and how it is utilized and stuff like that. So that is something I'm currently doing, is just delving into a lot of research on the Liger Zero, and hopefully I can do it without it sounding like a boat list. For those of you who don't know what a boat list is, if well, I say this and I expect people to have like the same literature acumen as I do, but I know a lot of people don't. If you've read the Odyssey has boat list, and boat lists are saying, I'm going to list off who's on this boat, what's on this boat, uh, uh, all that kind of stuff, and it is dry as heck. So I want to try to do I want to try to give information without it being a boat list, and yeah, it's definitely something I've been wanting to do for a while. I wanted to kind of give a bit more info on the Liger Zero and its like CIS system, how it was originally of the Empire and was stolen, and that the Empire still developed its own variant and stuff like that. So, and how it's not the same line of of Zoid as the like shield ligers and blade ligers. It is a different type of Liger Zoid altogether. Because I believe the original Liger Zero's Wild Zoid was a Wild Liger or Lion Zoid. And of course, my experience with Liger Zero is I did know that the original Ligers, the Shield Ligers, Blade Ligers, all that, were developed off of the Saber Tigers using a Lion Wild Zoid core, Um, and my theory is that because it was a fusion of the Lion Zoid core and the uh, reverse engineering of a saber tiger is where the Liger name came from. All right, we got one leg. And the arms. And the tail body. Hey, Clay Dude, nice to see you. Hoping to get this leg done, and then next time it'll be assembling the whole thing, and then building the pile bunker and assembling it. We got a lot of empty frames here. Yep. Now you don't. Oh. I just got a picture of Baby Bray in his new bed, and he is adorable. He is asleep. He is comfy. That is all I ask of that little guy. There we go. See here. I kind of wonder the way that this Raven Raptor looks. They call it like the Black Knight of the Rev Raptors and stuff like that. I wonder what kind of pilot would be like. It would be just some grizzled. Well, I believe that the one pilot that they like mention, I don't think he's like named, but the like one pilot who was piloting one was like a veteran soldier of the former Empire that Rev Raptors usually served under, and they ended up fighting against the new variant of the, I believe it was the Xenobus and Gylos, and he was either a veteran of one of those two, and the new version that took over, he was fighting against. Um, and, which, that makes sense. Or it'd be like some spoiled, like, princeling or something like that. And I say princeling, I mean like a little royal bastard or something like that. Not like a bastard, but like a pain in the ass bastard. Uh, and not the fun kind of pain in the ass either. Because it's gold and black and gray. It seems a very high standing type of position to be in. And if anyone knows about positions to be in, it might be me. But I tell you, this is a bit annoying. I'm gonna vent about something here. I'm gonna vent about something that's kind of bugging me here. So, uh, some people know, but not everyone does. I like to go in chat rooms and just RP with people, stuff like that. Uh, like, and there was one RP I was in recently, and this one person, apparently they saw like my avatar and stuff like that, and they kind of were like, "Oh, interesting," and they wanted to talk me up and stuff like that. They were polite. They asked to chat with me in private, all that stuff. So I was like, "Okay, no red flags here." So this person was chatting me up and like, "Hey, I just wanted to see how you're fitting in. I've been in the chat a while, and all this other stuff." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm cool. That's good. Great. Very nice of you." Like, well, if you ever wanted to like talk or anything else, just let me know. I'm like, okay, I'll let you know. And I really am not like interested in any type of like personal talking with this person. I just wanted to like check out the chat, see how it was for a few days. I think almost every day since I joined that chat, that person messaged me at least 2 to 3 times a day. And uh, then they would always hint like, do we wanted to make this a bit more uh, like pushing for more, how can I say it, more adult kind of interactions. And I'm like, dude, I'm not here for that. And I'd appreciate it if you back off, because you're starting to become pushy like some of the people that I avoid around here. Please stop it. And he'd back off for like a few days, checking, I hope you're okay, haven't heard from you in a while. I'm like, I genuinely do not want to talk to you. So there's a reason that you are not hearing from me. I am avoiding you, which I don't say, but I'm like, no, I've just been busy with work and stuff like that. This is my life. I am busy and I cannot devote myself to conversations with people just because they want to talk to me. And of course, I do. There are some times where I do mention pan poly on my stuff, and yes, that is definitely me opening myself to a lot of these guys, and I've accepted that. But I also say that I also believe that people should respect no means no, and again, I set myself up for disappointment in that, and um, so long and short of it, this guy's definitely someone trying to be more than anything. And I'm just straight up not interested in the guy. And I've told him several times. He today I believe yesterday I left the chat that he was in, and I just said, "Hey guys, I stayed in this chat. I really don't think it's for me." And like I'm gonna be moving on to a different chat that I started up with someone else, which I did start up a different chat. Um, and I said it was nice seeing all you, nice to meet all you. I'll see you later. And some person said, "Hey, why'd you leave?" I'm like, "Well, it's like I said, this chat really didn't interest me, but also there's this guy that just keeps messaging me, and keep telling him I am not interested in what advances he's doing." And I'm like, I even said to him once, "Please stop, because I really hate for uh the positive uh view I have of you to be completely just eradicated, because I can if if he was to back off and just be like, yeah, you're right, I shouldn't be messaging you this many times a day when you're not showing interest. I should really take a hint that you're not interested in me and just go on my way and just wait for you to message me instead of me message you constantly." And so I told them that, and they're like, "Do you need me to do anything about it?" I'm like, "Look, if they keep messaging me, I'm just going to end up blocking them, as you should." Uh, and I've said, give me a bit to see if they keep bugging me. If they keep bugging me because they like, you want me to do something, tell them that, hey, you're not available and please back off or you will be dealt with. And I said, no, don't, let me see about it. And I said, you know what, if it comes down to it, I'll let you know, and then you can deal with it if you want. But I will be blocking them so that if you do anything, they aren't going to be coming at me. Uh, or when they do come at me, I'll at least not have to take the whole fall on it. Because I'm like, look, if you're going to annoy someone, I might as well send someone to annoy you. So, so I'm getting really tired of the guy. And again, he messaged me today. And I am just like, I am so done with this. I am about to either write out like an entire message saying, look, you apparently do not understand boundaries and do not respect no, because you've pushed for things I said I am not interested in and have blatantly said I am not interested in it. And I've warned you that if you keep doing it, my opinion of you is drastically going to change, and I will not want to interact with you anymore. And uh, so since I've left, he's not worth the stress, honestly. And the thing is that I had the only reason I haven't blocked him is that I keep clearing his chat from me to see uh, if that would just deter him, which apparently it's not. So, like I said, I think it's going to be that I'm going to end up blocking and reporting him because I'm just tired of it. So, and I'll freely admit, sometimes in these chats, I like to have a little flirt. I like to have a little bit of an adult conversation with some people. It's all consenting and all stuff like that. Rio's okay with it. It's not like anything. Yeah, usually it clears my end, not his. Yes, I understand that. Uh, but I mean, it's like this guy's expecting me to want to have a more adult conversation with them. And I'm like, no, you shouldn't be expecting people to do that. You should be working to those and trying to earn trust and everything else, and not just saying, hey, Oh, welcome to the chat. Unzipped Pant does this. I like. Why would you start any conversation like that? Um, but it seems like he's what I believe he's what I've now come to realize is that he's doing the nice guy approach, which for those of you who don't know what the nice guy approach is like, oh, I'm gonna come in, act like I actually care about your feelings and actually want to be interested in you and stuff like that, and then once I think that you are understanding what I understanding uh that I'm a good guy, I'm gonna be like, hey, do you wanna take this further? And that's when because when I was first talking to him, I said, yeah, this kind of thing happened. I don't really like people just randomly coming up and like starting these things. Go, do you want to blank blankety blank? And like, did you not just hear what I just? Did you not just read what I typed? Seriously, did you not just read what I typed? And he's like, oh yeah, that was a bit much, wasn't it? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm like, if you continue, and I just said, if you continue doing that, this, like, there's even this type of conversation is never going to happen. It's going to be done. And yeah, I believe you were right. It is probably most likely the best thing for me to do is just block the guy and report him and just move on with my day, because in all honesty, I have dumped better, and I don't really suffer worse. So in all honesty, it's probably just I guess I figured that it would be easier he'd learn his lesson because he seemed like a genuinely decent person, but it turns out that I'm most likely wrong and fooling myself, and I deserve better than that kind of treatment. So yeah, and that's why I will say, if I ever hear like a woman or someone saying, you know, men are the worst, I will turn around and I will say, absolutely, they are terrible. And I've done that once, and one's I believe lady's like, see, this guy gets it, and, and I had one look at me like, you're a guy, why would you? And I've just, oh, I talked past the music stopping. Whoops, sorry about that. That was probably about 7 to 5 minutes of no music. My apologies. Um, and I was like, oh my gosh. And but one girl was like, why would you? And I just kind of looked at her, and she's like, oh, and I'm like, mm-hmm. Like, so, uh, yeah, that was pretty funny. That was like late college, late first attempt at college. And then of course, like when I also started doing stuff like that with my boss and everything like that. When she'd be like, "Ah, sometimes men are just the worst," and I'd look at him like, "Yep, they are terrible." And she's like, I was being sarcastic. I'm like, "No, men are absolutely terrible. Believe me, my first few boyfriends were okay, but some of the later ones are terrible." And so yeah. But yeah, no, I believe I'm going to be most likely after the stream. I'm going to just say I will. I'm not even sure if he's worth an ultimatum of me saying like, look, if you keep contacting me, I am going to block you and I'm going to report this as harassment. Please stop. I'm giving you a chance to walk away from this and not make this a huge deal. But if you keep pushing me, like, not, I am saying, do not respond to this message. If you respond to this message, I will deem it as you not taking the point. And if you do it, and if you don't respond to it, I will take it as that you understand that you have fucked up, and I will take that as your apology. So don't think that you have to apologize to me, or because if you send to like, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know that it went this far. That I would be like, you didn't listen. You didn't listen. You. So yeah, I most likely that's what I'm going to be doing. So don't worry, girl. I've got it under control. Appreciate the love, appreciate the support, but I've most likely that's how it's going to be. New topic. How do you feel about carpet in bathrooms? It's the. Well, wait. Are we talking about full, like, wall to wall carpet? Or are we talking about, like, bathroom carpets that keep you from smashing your head on the tile because the floor's wet? On the floor, full wall to wall carpet. Stupid. Stupid. It is the stupidest fucking thing. Because if something goes wrong, it is. Ugh, no. Because my grandmother had a carpeted bathroom, and if anything went wrong, not only did you have wet carpet, but it also soaked into the floor and ended up ruining the ceiling under the floor as well, because the carpet held moisture and it just kept seeping out of it. So unless you dealt with it quickly, you not just ruined the floor, you ruined the ceiling too, because of how much water the carpets held. So yeah. So yeah, no to wall carpet in a bathroom. That's stupid. Carpeted toilet seats and stuff like that. Again, stupid, because uh, no male will want to admit to this. No male will admit to this. But I'll tell you right now, just because you're hitting the bowl doesn't mean you're not missing too, because it's been proven on Mythbusters, the male stream splish splashes all over the thing, and if it gets into any carpet or anything like that, now it's gonna sit in there and it's gonna fester. It's gonna be ugly. So, and then if water gets on the thing, you have mold and the musty smell. Ugh, God, don't even get me started on that smell. I hate it so much. If our towels ever get that musty smell, I'm like, well, you have to take care of this now. I cannot stand it. So. I believe. I also think that hardwood floors in a bathroom is stupid. And for not even the mess reason, but also, why would you put wood in a constantly wet area? Why would you do that? That would be so stupid. Because now you're worried about the planks swelling and splitting and everything else. It's just really stupid. I think if you were gonna do like Uh, it better be treated wood. Yeah, exactly. It better be treated wood. Um, Pressure treated as well. So, uh, I would say, um, my first choice. I would say that as far as anything else, um, I would three things that I would never put for a bathroom floor. Number one is carpet. Number two is hardwood. Number three is linoleum. Because what a lot of people don't know is linoleum goes on top of the floor like carpet with a glue. Now, that glue reacts to heat and moisture. So, what happens? The heat and moisture cause the glue to loosen, and the linoleum starts to bubble up. And not like melt bubble, it's like air pockets get under linoleum. And it's terrible. So, yeah, it's not as bad as like hardwood, and it's not as bad as hardwood and carpet, but it is still one thing you don't want. You should just have tile. You should just have tile, and that's it. Just tile. Just put tile in a bathroom. That's it. Tile or concrete? Concrete absorb. Well, you have to make sure that's treated concrete because people get hydrostatic pressure in their basements if their concrete that's their foundation doesn't get treated, and it causes a lot of problems. It causes splits and cracks and all that other shit. So of course, like my 15-year-old brain when I said wood better be treated, like, yeah, I'll treat someone's wood. How about kitchens? Carpet? That is stupid. That is so stupid. It's a fire hazard. It's a grease trap. It is so fucking stupid. So many bad things can happen in a kitchen with carpet. That is stupid. 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 I I actually believe that most like house inspectors will not allow that. They will not allow carpet in kitchens because of how much of a hazard it is. I actually think several inspectors are like, you can't have carpet in a kitchen. Or, like, they won't let you sell a house if there's carpet in a kitchen. If it's your home and you put it in there, fine. But if they come and inspect it and say, you cannot sell this house because of this blatant safety violation of having carpet in a kitchen. Like I said, you have grease, you have food that gets ground into the carpet. You'd have to clean it every day. And I'll tell you, there are people who, like, they'll make a whole meal. That's stupid. Some people will have like a whole meal made in a tile kitchen, and they'll get what they can, but then they'll just be like, oh, I'll just make sure that I sweep this weekend or something like that. And they'll just kind of leave crumbs and stuff there. Where with carpet, it gets in there, gets ground into the carpet, and then you've got funk and stuff growing in your carpet, and you've got ants coming in and everything. It's so stupid. And then, like I said, with grease, now you have a flammability issue. I mean, goddamn. Like, you must be super confident in your cooking skills if you think you can handle being in a kitchen if you think you can be in a kitchen with carpet and not risk setting it on fire. And the thing is, like, oh, I'm always super careful. It's the one time you're not expecting it. I used to have carpet in my basement, and then when it flooded, I'm like, I need to get rid of this carpet, because it is, even though we clean it, treat it, all that other stuff, I'm like, it's just such a pain to treat it. I think I only have like one room in my house that has carpet now, and it's the only part of the basement that never got wet. And I was like, nope. I'm like, this is gonna sound terrible. I guess you could say I twinked my basement, and all the carpet's gone, except for one room. But it's about 90% twinked. Yes, it is. Especially long carpet, because I had long carpet in my basement, and my parents, when I moved in, they're like, well, we have something that helps with shag carpet. And I'm like, okay, what's it? What? And they gave me a rake, and it was a carpet rake. It wasn't like a leaf rake, it was a carpet rake. And they're like, just so that it doesn't wear down or anything like that, because when you have shag carpets, the shag wears down over time from where you walk on it. And I'm like, huh? They're like, you're gonna have to do it every once in a while. Just rake it up so that it keeps it all fluffed. And by the time, and this, no fault to her or anything like that, but Rio has this thing where she likes to walk down in the basement, and she would walk so much that she walked a path into our carpet, and it was so hard to keep raked up. And I'd even tell her, I'm like, if you're gonna keep doing it, you need to rake the carpet up after you do it, because it is destroying our carpet. And luckily enough, the carpet just ended up destroyed by all the water that kept coming into the basement, so we ended up taking care of it anyway. So, and like I said, it's not her fault. it's part of like her insomnia and stuff like that, that she sometimes needs to get up and just walk around, and I'd rather have her walk around inside the house than go trying to walk outside the house at night. So let's see. My mod is really going all out about the word turd. Okay, I'm gonna allow it because turd isn't that bad. Turd is just too much. Mopping and sweeping is much faster and cheaper. Yep. Oh, geez. If you ever hear the stories about Markiplier and his, the unfortunate incident with his Roomba, oh man, it is poor Chica got scared of the Roomba because she pooped and it decided to grind into the wood dog poop. The Roomba attacked the dog poop, flipped itself over, and just died. So, and he spent hours cleaning up dog poop. Okay, there we go. Go. Robot vacs and pets is not a good combination. No, it is not. No, it is not. All right, I at least want to finish this. Well, actually, you know what? No, I shouldn't have to. I shouldn't finish this leg because we'll start next time finishing up the leg and building the pile bunker and the final assembly. So, yeah, that would be smarter. But I at least want to get these two pieces together. So, there we go. Pop that loose. I'm going to do this one last piece of armor, and then we're going to call it here. Because, like I said, I do not have to complete this tonight at all. Let's get this cover on. Okay. Okay, so we're going to call it here. Yep, we're going to call it here. And we'll finish up this leg, do the final assembly, and the pile bunker next time. And possibly start a new build. So let me get my ugly... how did you, of all people, select a song for your playlist that has someone mashing all the keys on an organ like Handy Brandon knows? I don't know. I don't know, hun. It is weird, okay? I just went through stuff and it happened, so... Okay. So... Okay. So, we are almost done with this build. We have this leg, the pile bunker, and the final assembly to do, which probably will finish out. We'll probably wrap up the first part of the first part of the next build. Let's Build Saturday. So, definitely looking forward to wrapping this up. This is a beauty of a design. I may have to undeath grip my other Rev Raptor to have them for comparison. But I think it's a very interesting design of the Rev Raptor itself in general. So, yeah. But yeah, this video should be up tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. Central U.S. time. As far as our schedule goes, next Tuesday it will most likely be Gizmos and Gadgets or Hydroneer, just because, like I said, I'm just taking some time to decompress from the last few weeks. They've been a lot. I mean, first I was on vacation, then I came back, had to get back into the swing of my job. Then the week after that, I had to cover someone's job, and then this week my boss was out. And I was on vacation with my on my very conservative side of my family, where I really couldn't, as much as I'm trying to be like, I don't give a flying fuck if people know. The thing is that I didn't go like walking around saying, hey, I'm LGBT or anything like that. I was mostly like, if someone brought it up, I wouldn't deny it kind of attitude, which helped a bit. But I was also there by myself. I didn't really have my support unit, Rio, with me. So all I had was my kid and my family who were accepting of it, but I do know that my sister was like, do not try to engage it with people here. They will not understand. They will not try to understand, and that's fine. But anywho, but with all that, I'm finally coming back around from it, and those Hydroneer and Gizmos and Gadgets has really helped me kind of bounce back. So I think maybe a few more Tuesdays of that, and I should be right as rain. So then Thursday, we will be on the 99th and 100th episode of our GTA playlist and the art heist. So it's definitely going to be awesome. The next Saturday, we'll be completing this and possibly starting the Iguan. So stay tuned for that as well. Let's see. Anything else? We are at 164 followers. That's 6 away from our 170 follower goal. So please feel free to tell your friends and family, whoever's on Twitch, to come drop us a follow. Help get us into the algorithm to suggest our stuff to people who would like our content and such. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, ring the bell over to our YouTube, Spartan923 on YouTube. And don't forget to hit the link in our chat for our Discord. Come to hang out with us, talk with the stream team, ask us questions, suggest games, and just hang out with a bunch of people I really consider to be awesome. Yeah, so if you really want to help out the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because subscribing not only gets rid of those pesky ads, but it helps us out with server fees, maintenance fees, groceries, model kits, and diapers for little baby Bray. So, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, all those in between, I really have nothing much else to say except remember to get out there, discover, explore, create, innovate. We will see you here next time on Spartan 93 Gaming. Love you guys.